Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This weekend I had the honor and the privilege of riding with the full send throttle crew over Soooooo's Pass, which is just there, to Franschhoek. Now I will leave a link at the end of this video so you guys can go check out the Full Send Throttle's YouTube channel and go show a little bit of love there because they're pretty cool. Without wasting another moment of your time, let's go check it out. So after we hung around at the meter point for a little bit of a while, it's windy, we headed off via the N2 over Soooooo's Pass. Has a nice big group, except there was no way I was keeping up with the fast boys. They were riding well beyond the limits that I don't want to get fines. I don't have money for fines. Once we got over the pass and into Soooooo, there was this beautiful line of bikes all lined up on the side of the road, just waiting for us slow pokes in the back. You know, us cautious people that aren't going to take unnecessary risks on the street. They just stood there and waited for us, which is actually really cool, because I've been on group rides before where the pack just goes. They're like, we're leaving from here, we're riding until there. And like, they don't even have a sweeper that keeps track of who the last guys in the back of the pack are. So we got into Soooooo, and once we were there, we headed out into the long, nice, windy, open roads. Now whilst we were ramming down the Villiers Pass, it must be known that I was hoping to actually catch that hairpin right at the end. There's very few times that I take that stretch of road, and there's very few times where I actually come around that hairpin. If you know one of my old videos on this channel, I actually binned my bike on that hairpin while I unfortunately didn't have the camera rolling. But there is an audio clip, so you guys can check that out in this video over here. One of the guys lost it in that hairpin bend, so everybody had stopped. But I mean, I was so far behind the pack. Like, let me tell you, so far behind the pack, that by the time I got there, the oak that had binned his bike had already gotten up, his jacket was off, and he was already looking at the damage on his arms and his bike to see what had happened. There is a very notorious stretch of road amongst all the fast boys, especially out here in the Western Cape, as the Theewaterskloof Dam Bridge. Well, let me tell you, this stretch of road, it's like 600-700 meters, if not longer, of just straight, flat, smooth road. And we know fast boys, right? Fast boys will do as fast boys do. Wheelies and speed runs. It's a beautiful piece of road, and honestly, I don't blame them. Let me tell you something. While I was filming this exact clip, I actually looked at this guy on his stretched out S1000RR, and I couldn't help but feel like a tiny little bit of anxiety welling up inside of me. And the reason for it is because you've got this motorbike pulling a wheelie or standing up on the back wheel, and it leans ever so slightly to the side, and you see this coming straight at you. He's probably doing anywhere between 80 and 120 k's an hour, coming straight at you, and he's fighting, or it feels or looks like he's fighting to keep the bike straight up. And you think to yourself, you know, if this oak gets it wrong, if he pins it, if it leans over to the left, that bike is coming straight at you into this long line of motorcycles, but there is nowhere for you to go but to get hit by that bike. Like, you won't even be able to react fast enough to get down or out of the way or whatever. You will be taken out by this motorcycle, and that, man, was that just a little bit scary, man. That definitely got my anxiety running just a little bit. But it was good fun to watch the show. So when we were done with the shenanigans at the Theewaterskloof Dam, we went up and over the Franschhoek Pass. I think this is the most famous part of the Franschhoek Pass, is this one little lookout point that looks out over the entirety of the Franschhoek Valley. And it is just breathtakingly gorgeous. Oh my god! Like, if there is one place I recommend you visit other than the obvious Steenbos Dam lookout, which is currently closed thanks to the flooding that we had, it is this part in the pass. Like, it is so beautiful to see this entire valley just nestled between the mountains. Man, you must mark that on like your travel vlog bucket list thing, because it is absolutely beautiful. Once we got into Franschhoek, we pulled over at one of the local restaurants for breakfast. Now, the experience wasn't actually so great because we've got this wonderful thing called load shedding at the moment, and it appears that none of the small businesses in Franschhoek actually have backup power. So the place we pulled into, we didn't have coffee, they were cooking food on gas, their service was slow, and in the end we didn't even stay at that place. Well, not everybody stayed at that place for breakfast. We split off to a pub that was down the road, which also didn't have backup power, so they were closed, and we ended up just pulling into the closest petrol station, grabbing a coffee and a pie from there, and then everybody slowly but surely made their ways back home. And well, that pretty much wraps up this little bit of a video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And while you're at it, why don't you hit that subscribe button down in this corner here, because it doesn't cost you anything and it's a small little token that goes a long way in supporting this channel. So if you do that, I'd be really appreciative. And like I said, there should be a card here for Vanden's channel, Full Send Throttle, so if you want to check that out too, that'd be pretty legendary. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Just remember, whatever life is throwing at you, don't look down, look ahead. And until next time, ride safe.